pretty big turning point in my life. Just going through the whole recruiting process. I was a little late getting started or getting offers. It was around like my senior year. And, literally, whenever I had to visit with the coach from MCC, the head coach, he mentioned, he was like, hey, like, one of the driving factors for me giving you this offer, to come play with us is I saw the work that you were putting in over the summer. So K9 would take us to, different schools, Meridian's high school. We would go to MCC, we would go to different parks and work out. And every time that we would show up, the head coach would be there in his office, and he had like tinted reflective glass on it. So you really couldn't see who was in there. We never knew he was in there, but he was in there. He saw us showing up every day, running the hills, doing lunges with medicine ball, doing broad jumps, whatever K9 has set for us today, jump ropes, sprints, whatever it is. And he saw the work and he saw the dedication, and he said that's what made him decide to extend an offer. And then from there, other schools started offering other junior colleges. That's what kind of kick-started it from there. And then transferring into college days, I had my ups, I had my downs, just like any other baseball player. But the biggest takeaway that I got from it was just the experiences, the people that I met, friendships that I built, networks that I created, and that was one of the biggest things that I would take away from it. Like I talk to guys, you really don't remember the wins and the losses. You'll remember some of the big games, some of the big moments, but a lot of times you just remember going through the grind, going through the process, and that was something that I really didn't appreciate in the moment. It was tough transitioning from high school to junior college, and even from junior college into Division I baseball. Really taking that next step each time and really having to adapt to what the next level brings and what the next level has to offer. And that's when I really started understanding, like, okay, it's really levels to this. And even in life, even in business, like, it's always levels. Like, you're always having to constantly graduate to the next level, then you realize how tough the next level is, and then you finally master that level. Then you go to the next level, which is a little bit more difficult, requires a little bit more work. And that's when I really understood that, okay, once you get to the Division I level, you really have to work. And I was fortunate enough to meet a lot of hardworking people that, didn't take any days for granted and understand what it takes day in and day out to really get to where you want to be and to what you want to do.